Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of the Couch Crocheter. We're on episode 116. I started another mandala blanket, so this makes the third one for this year so far. Woohoo! Hi friends, welcome back to the Couch Crocheter. Tonight we're up at headquarters and I'm sharing with you Mandala Blanket number 3. This year I set myself a challenge that I wanted to do 5 mandala blankets within the year of 2022. I am on blanket number 3. This one is not on my list whatsoever of the original ideas of the 5 blankets that I wanted to work on. It's just not on there. So this one I actually just typed in on a whim the other day, Mandala blankets, and I was scrolling through and I saw a familiar face and I thought, yes, I loved the first one that I did, not part of this challenge. The first one I did was a little while ago, and maybe 3 years ago by now, maybe 4, maybe 3. And it is called the Crocheted Mandala Stitch Along, and it is from the Crochet Crowd. Now, I'll put round 1 through 10 in the link down below, just so you have a reference to go check out what it's supposed to look like. And then I'll insert a picture here of the one that I made originally of that one. And I'm only inserting a picture of this one because it is from the Crochet Crowd and it is a Mikey inspired Afghan. So when I saw this one and I watched the first video and I was like, okay, because, I always check out some of the video before I dive in just to make sure I can understand what's happening. And then I skipped on to week 3 and I watched a piece of that and I was like, okay, I got that. So I decided what the heck. So I chose yarn off my wall. And the yarn that I chose is the Caron Big Cakes. I'll go over that with you. The color that I chose, and I'm sure you guys already know this, is my favorite color out of this line. It is the Cranberry Crisp. Caron Big Cakes is a medium number 4. The hook size and needle size is going to be a 4H or a 5 millimeter. Machine washable and dryable. 100% acrylic. 10.5 ounces, 300 grams. That's 603 yards and 551 meters. It is made in China. And again, this color is Cranberry Crisp. And it is a Caron Big Cake, and I got it at Ollie's for $3.99. So I have 2 of them set aside for this because I'm not even sure, and I know Mikey did tell me in, the intro to this blankie, and I did not write it down as to the yardage that's supposed to be used, but I pulled 2 cakes and put them in my bag. In my trusty busty Target bags, no sponsor, because that would be nice, but they don't sponsor me for using their reusable bags as my project bags. So let's go over, I'm using a eye hook. The pattern itself is from the Crochet Crowd, and I'll again leave a link down below of week 1 so you guys can check it out and see what you think. Week 1, let's talk about that. I had no problems with week 1. That was like row 1 through 8. Breezed through it, found out I loved it. It made, I'll insert a picture here of week 1. I love how it made like the sun part. Now in Mikey's video, he color controls, I think, week 1 and half of week 2, or maybe all of week 2, I forget. I did not color control at all. I picked the middle strand of one of the cakes on the wall and I just went for it. Now, the way mine turned out is exactly halfway through the orange port, if you see here in the center, is like 1/2 of the sphere is circle, whatever we're calling it, is smaller than the other. So it kind of reminds me of like a solar eclipse almost. Or like, I don't know. It kind of is, I like how it turned out exactly halfway. And then I love how the edging turned out, and it's kind of still textured. So even when I block this, that will still be textured. And I love that. I love the clear line all around it. And I love that he is turning the circle into the 7 points that it is now. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So then we'll go over week 2. So row 9, 10, 11, and 12, I breezed through. 13 and 14, I had to break down on paper. These are my notes that I have going on. I know it doesn't look like much, but it makes sense to me. So row 13 and 14, I had to break down, and that was the start of using like the stitch markers and really turning it from a circle to 7 points. 6 points. Sorry, 6 points. So then row 15 and 16, I breezed through. So now I'm working on the bean stitch, and they have, and I forget who he gives credit to for showing him a different way to make a bean stitch. So it is different from the way that I've learned, and I don't even remember who I learned my original bean stitch from. But that's okay, because again, like no two granny square villages were the same. Like within, you know, the grannies within the village that taught the other people to crochet, like village to village, it differed because you had different grannies teaching you that one stitch. And I get that, and I understand that, and I love that part of crochet, where there are like at least 3 to 4 different ways of doing one particular thing, having one particular outcome. Sometimes more ways, sometimes less ways. That's what I love about crocheting. Like, as long as you follow that particular pattern, it seems to work out, as where if I adapted another one, it may not. Just another reason why, you know, we love our craft. So far, like I said, I'm on the 2nd row of bean stitching, and I think I have 3, maybe possibly 4 rows of bean stitching to go. So right now I'm on week 3.5. So obviously the 17, 18 is what I'm working on now. So I really don't have a review other than learning a new way to do a bean stitch. Guys, I just wanted to share that with you and tell you what's going on up here at headquarters. I'm going to go relax over there with my feet up and enjoy my fan and watch you guys and work away on my mandala blanket. I know I still want to make slippers from last month, and then I have this month's. Oh, no, wait, this month's already done. Yeah, this month's already done. So I still only have, I want to make another round of that one with the correct sole, but I haven't quite picked out the material yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. That's still in limbo because I haven't picked out the yarn with that yet. And I got into this, so this might even suck up my attention because I am absolutely loving it. Alrighty, guys. Have a great day, morning, you know, next 24 hours to 48 hours, I guess. Be safe and stay groovy. Bye, friends.